Well, here's all the containers. As you can see, all the levels are really consistent on all these other containers. They've been sitting for quite some time, except for this end one here. See where the water level is right here. Here we are. Now, this is really amazing because all this material is now very, very thick sediment. And as you can clearly see, in a solution state, these materials are very, very thick, and they stay this way. They stay in a very, very thick, almost mucus-like solution that pushes the water away. This amount of minerals right here, it's the same amount that's suspended in the larger containers. Once the freezing occurs, this turns into something that won't mix back in the water. I'll mix this up here, but in good shape. Or listen, when you do this, it takes hours to separate, mix back down. I'll show you what happens here very, very quickly. See the material, it's already. Just hold it, and it's already starting to form on the bottom here. Ormus, when it's suspended in a liquid state, it doesn't bottom out so quickly. This jug is just come right down right away. All the materials are falling out as I sit here watching it. The water's clearing almost immediately, and we're left with a heavy, thick ridge down here on the bottom. I just disturbed it again. It's actually not quite as thick as the slip here. It's actually down lower down here. You see where it's slanted out, but there's still some in the water. It's falling out. Now, what's interesting is this: is that if I were to do the same with, say, this jug here and shake it up, that water line is now obscured. The ormus is mixed right to the top of the water line. It will actually take several hours for the ormus to fall out of here now and show the separation. It will end up at the same level that all these materials are at after sitting for 8 months. It sort of finds its natural compression ratio, and it moves back to that level. However, it takes a little bit of time to do that. This material here, once we freeze it, it's on the bottom of this jug. So we've just explored a reaction that occurs in glacial melt when large glaciers that are full of these materials start to melt, and these minerals that are held in the chloride bonded salts separate in the freezing process. So they bottom out on these large shelves, these massive plateaus of minerals that over time are compressed, and with the compression comes heat, and these reactions occur which compresses these atomically separated minerals into these large shelves of diatomically coupled materials that are coupled through gravitational compression and thermodynamics and electromagnetic reactions that occur through the longitudinal refraction in the crust and the basic movement and the inertial cavitation of our planetary function.